they can read and write their Word documents or their Office documents, this would be a great
Well, I think the
alternative to
iPad's going to make a great presentation tool. So I think that being able to...
Well, and this is a question, maybe you know this, Andy, because we ordered 4 iPads. You can only order 2 at a time. So I ordered 1, and then I had Lisa order another. I ordered 2, and Lisa ordered another 2. And the $4.99 one, because I'm happy with 16 gigs. I don't think I need more than that. I'm not going to put much music on it. But now I got sidetracked.
We were talking about
being able to convert documents for businesses.
Presentations. I ordered the VGA dongle. Right. They have a $20, we've never seen this before, iPod connector to VGA output. So, Andy, do you know, or does anybody know, what's that going to output? Will it just be movies that I play back on this? Is this just for looking up into a TV? But
we don't know we don't know yet. They've made mention of both movies and excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm contradicting myself. They've definitely made mention of Keynote being able to be used as a presentation device.
Huge.
They haven't specifically mentioned using it as a video out for your video content. I don't know how they would work it so that they would produce a dongle that only works for video with one application. So I'm working with the theory that it will just be a general display out device. But again,
I wish they would they would finally let us actually see the interface via video output. It's so frustrating.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Wouldn't that be cool if you could see the whole iPad?
Yeah,
on VGA. I mean, well, the first thing I'm going to do, it's going to arrive April 3rd. It's a Saturday. I'll be doing the radio show. I hope that VGA adapter comes, because the first thing I'm going to do is plug it in. I've got a VGA out right here, and I'm going to see if I can broadcast the video. If I can get the whole iPad, that'd be fantastic.
You would have to wonder why they wouldn't do that, especially considering that they've already opened it up to mechanical keyboards and stuff like that. So not that they're going to invite people to please connect this to a VGA display and use it as a desktop computer, but that would be sort of a very overt thing for them to say. If they have the choice between saying this will just be a generalized video out device, and no matter what you want to output from it, even if you just want to demonstrate your iPad to people, we will let you do that. That would be one thing. If they're going to say we're going to be very, very selective about how you can output video, that would be a pretty bold gesture.
And I don't get the thought process around the iPhone when they don't allow it to be outputted, because I mean
that's why
they know how to do it. They do it every single time you watch when they're up on stage, they're doing it. They have a version they have a connector that lets you do that.
And it looked like, by the way, Steve, when he was showing it off, did not have that big fancy thing. You remember they had a back on the thing? It looked like he was just playing it off the dock. I couldn't really tell, but I was looking carefully to see what they were using. Yeah. Maybe this is it. Maybe that would be huge. Then suddenly we could show iPhone apps. We could show all this stuff.
That's half the reason we haven't gotten our iPhones, because we're just not happy with when we shoot video of it. You're shooting a video over someone's hand. I mean, it's just annoying.
Think also about, I mean, if my theory, my longstanding theory ends up even being partially true, that they're trying to become the hub for all your digital stuff. Think about the use case. I used to do this with my iPod all the time. I would bring that little the cable with the red, white, and yellow output from the triple jack or the double jack, and you could watch it in a hotel room. And I think that's definitely a use case. And if you're gonna try and take a business market seriously, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to get into the dongles with this stuff if you're gonna deal. But I think that's a tremendous use case, is either a hotel room or a sales presentation. Because I agree with all you guys, as a presentation device, this is unbeatable. If I have to go do a talk somewhere, gosh, if I could just bring this thing along and plug it in, and just basically put it on the podium. I don't know.
Ryan Mack in our chat room is saying that according to Road 27 is saying, according to the SDK, and I think the SDK may have capabilities that are actually not part of the iPad, but according to the SDK, there is the capability of mirroring or second display out, just like a real computer. So it makes sense. That would be the most useful choice.
It'd be great.
Yeah. Go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry.
No. All I was going to say is that I think we're going to see much more of a press for business use of the iPad than we might have guessed a few months ago. I'm sure that of the suite of commercials that are going to come out in May or June, there's going to be the one that it's the old, I'm into gaming, so I have an iPad. There'll be the, hey, I'm into video, so I'm into an iPad. Right. There's going to be a business one because I talked last week about that user survey that went out where you drill through lots and lots of questions until you get to like the nougaty center of the stuff they actually want to know about, which is, okay, let's assume that you're using this for business. Do you think that you'd use it to do a presentation from? How important is Word to you? So I really think that they're going to be pressing that button pretty hard.
This is good news.